was laughing that time.
Welcome.
I was going to say, I think it's recording this time.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for joining, everybody. This is Pack Mentality. We have our special Pack Ops episode of Game of Thrones. We're going to try to do a every
we're
3 episodes.
We're going to do 4 episodes.
Well, it's definitely
No, I said no. We're going to do 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like we're gonna do a recap of every 4.
No, I know
like,
it's only been 3 episodes.
we'll come back next week.
We're in the future.
Because there's been 3 episodes. There's 10 episodes in the season.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one every
Every
3, and then a full season recap.
Full season recap and kind of
Because usually the finale. Well, actually, episode 9s have been Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Like, so maybe we'll just do 3.
Yeah.
See, tonight you're seeing our creative process at work here.
I'm so used to like
Gears are turning,
Netflix and everything being like 12 and 13 episodes now that like
Right.
10
Basically,
is so
every couple episodes, we're not being mundane and doing
Every
episode. Doing
every
a
Pack
review.
Ops would have to be a Game of Thrones because we all watch it.
Every 3 weeks, do a recap on how far the seasons came, what our thoughts are on it. Not necessarily a review, but
Our take.
Just
our
thoughts.
take on it. Yep.
Which
we don't have to give
ends
it a
up being
grade.
somewhat
I mean,
of a review, but
I guess I'll start off first, not necessarily calling out. Well, you know what? No. First off, spoiler heavy. Literally nothing is off the table. So if you haven't caught up by season 6, episode 3,
we're gonna do theories too, like
maybe
maybe stuff that hasn't happened, but
yeah, for sure. I'm
Okay.
totally down. Yeah, what we think might happen, all that kinds of stuff. I'll just be right on the front lines.
can we talk about the Sonic in the room?
Oh, yes.
Shit! I broke Nerd Man. I broke him.
The captain was sick tonight.
He's ill.
He is a little under the weather.
Guest star Sonic.
Sonic is hanging out with us
That'll
tonight.
be our color commentary.
He had some chili dogs, and now he's just chilling here and hanging out with us. So
He's a little too
Thanks,
fast to give his input on things, but
Yeah,
he's
you'd
gonna,
have to
he's gonna
really
hang out with
slow
us.
down
though.
the video.
it's just.
So,
I don't recommend it. Don't try. But that's the story on Captain. He is not with us tonight. So it's just Stupid Nerd Man and OG Duck.
hello. Now we can talk.
Talk Game of Thrones. All right,
All you
cool.
want.
All we want. Okay, well, I'm done. I do feel like this season has me excited again to watch the show.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed the show since its beginning. All the twists and turns, the style, the darkness, the
We're on season
realism
6 right now, right?
Yeah, season 6.
I've watched them all. I just lose it in my head.
I feel like last season.
Season was not their best.
Yeah,
season.
season 5
episode.
was.
I didn't.
It just did
care as
not.
much.
There's a couple cool things that happened. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved a lot of the stuff that happened actually, but
Some of my favorite characters had some awesome.
it was not. Yeah, it did not have that Game of Thrones feel for me, at least.
The interesting thing about Game of Thrones is because it's so character heavy and there are so many characters. It's always fun when like some people watch it and you see their take on who their favorite characters are because that's what really drives the show for them.
Yeah.
And like Nerdman and I were just talking and I was like, I thought this season's going a little slow, but that's only because my favorite character Daenerys is doing nothing right now.
Yeah,
and my second favorite character is Tyrion, and I finally got that Daenerys Tyrion combo for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And now I'm just sitting here like, let's play a drinking game. You know, like to me it was like, oh, this season's going a little slow, and for Nerdman it's like, no, it's not, but it's because we have different views of the show.
I instantly, like, as soon as you said that, I was like threatening you. Like, I had a lamp that I was about to bash into your head because I was like, this season's going incredible. Like, 3 episodes in, and
I will say I have a new favorite character. And not only are they already dead, they were dead before the show started because Sir Arthur Dane is the coolest motherfucker in the entire world.
Sword of the Dawn? Is that?
Sword of Morning?
Sword of the Morning.
Okay,
Sword of the Morning.
Okay, his sword's name is Dawn.
Oh,
okay.
he's fucking amazing.
Best sword fight?
Oh my
god!
Best sword fight
in anything.
In that style, like medieval fantasy style, best sword fight ever.
I love the fact that like just 2 swords, like fuck a shield,
and it was like,
and
they weren't doing the super cliched one guy at a time fighting.
He was everywhere. Oh my god!
The choreography for that scene was.
They must have had the
phenomenal.
Daredevil choreographer,
right?
It was fantastic.
It blew me away. Like I was.
I'm really enjoying the flashbacks, by the way.
I am enjoying the flashbacks. So if we're gonna go get into theories, everyone already knows.
It's totally Liana.
But it's like at this point. There's been the theory since like season 1 or book 1, I guess. So 1996 or whatever the first book came out. That John isn't Ned's bastard son. He's Lyanna's son. And Rhaegar's.
Yeah, which would make him Targaryen.
Yeah, so then that's been the theory rolling around. But now I do feel like I would be the only thing I would say about this season is they're laying it on pretty damn thick. Like, it's so. I said it to the tower. What's the tower? You can't go there yet. And I'm like.
But the one nice thing about that is they're also not trying to hide it away and like tuck it away until like episode 8.
Which is nice too. It's not one of those things where, here's the twist.
Yeah,
that was only a twist because we didn't show you anything.
They're not rushing it, but they are definitely like being pretty clear. Like
I said,
you guys know where we're going with this. Like
you've got this.
They're not.
I agreed with with R plus L equals J. Rhaegar plus Lyanna equals Jon. That's been probably the biggest Game of Thrones theory since the start of the show and since the start of the books.
No, I agree.
But then and I've been on board with that. It made perfect sense to me. Well, but the second episode of the season when they actually did resurrect Jon, and that was also the very first time in the history of the entire 6 seasons of the show that we saw Lyanna
as a character.
I was like, oh well, that's for sure confirmed. That confirmed it for me.
So like they haven't. They're leading us on. We've all got it figured out. The audience has got it figured out. What is? See, now my thing is, I feel like there's a whole nother plot twist or plot point that we haven't quite hit on. Is the fact now they're hand feeding it to us. We know that's what's probably going to end up happening. Why is it so significant that it's revealed to Bran?
It's I don't know if it's really going to be significant to him or not necessarily. Because it sounds like the theory is that they're going to reveal it to Jon though too.
Okay, well,
and not through Bran though. But one of the characters that was there at that scene is still alive.
Okay.
Holland Reed apparently.
Yeah, Holland Reed,
the guy who stabbed him in the back.
Yes, apparently he lived that. So like he's so he would know. He'd be the only living person.
The tree guy.
The only living person.
I don't know what his name is.
Does he have a name? Does he have in the books?
Just the three-eyed raven.
The three-eyed raven. Okay.
I'm not caught up. I've read like 3 of the books, so I'm not caught up.
But the three-eyed raven obviously wants Bran to know it. Because what else? What other? There's a million places in history.
He's gonna want probably. I just assume just because Jon's gonna be a dragon rider that he'd want. Obviously, the 3 dragons are gonna go into play against the White Walkers.
Yeah. I was just wondering. Like,
Can I bring up another theory that is probably going to be the least popular theory? But I did just come across it the other day online. I apologize. I don't know my source. I forget where I read it. And it wasn't on Reddit. It wasn't on Reddit. No, it was a YouTube video. Anyways, basically saying that Jon Snow is not the promised prince, is not the bringer of light, but that Ramsay Bolton is. And there are lots of things that pointed to it that actually made sense. And I'm not going to go into all of them, but a lot of it had to do with the sword. Everybody was thinking, oh well, Jon Snow's his sword is that's the Lightbringer and everything. Well, no, I mean Jon Snow's sword has a history already.
Yeah,
stuff like that. It's never been called Lightbringer. It never, it was. Whereas Ramsay Bolton,
I don't like this theory.
I know. Everybody hates it. But I love Ramsay Bolton. Like he's the most insane character.
I like him too.
But I'm the guy that I love the Joker. I love insane bad guys. I think it's. I think he does an amazing job playing him. By the way,
he looks so whimsical when he's being.
I think this season kind of goes to show that he's not insane though.
Well, yeah, true.
Because up until this season, like every time he's killed somebody, He's like laughing about it. He's got a giant fucking smile on his face. He's happy.
I don't think he
about
was happy to kill.
it. He killed his
Bruce.
father with no smile.
I thought it was a cunt.
The scene in the kennel, or the kennel too. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't like laughing, like he was just kind of like staring off, like he didn't look thrilled about it.
No.
And it kind of shows that he's not a sociopath.
Okay.
He did just let his new brother and his stepmom get eaten by his dogs, though. That's not really in his favor of not being a sociopath.
No, but it shows that he knows what he's doing. He's not.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
sociopaths know what they're doing.
I feel like he's always known. I just feel like
Psychopaths don't know what they're doing.
I just feel like
Sociopaths
he's
know
definitely
exactly
Alright.
what they're doing.
I feel like they humanized him a little bit in the scene when his stable girl.
He still fed her to the dogs.
Yeah,
too.
but like,
That's just because he's efficient. He's going green.
exactly. It was like that scene where he was talking about how it was too bad, and then he he had like semi nice things to say about somebody, and he's like, "How do you want us to take care of the body?" And he's like, "I'll feed him to the dogs. It's good."
He did have good things to say about her.
But then he was just like, "Yeah, it's and I think that was like one of those things where you're trying to figure out, was he actually being sentimental, or was he just like, feed her to the dogs, or was he being like efficient? Like, well, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the fuck you do with the body, she's dead. Like, you can feed her to dogs, burn her, bury her, but she's still not here anymore. So,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Excellent.
rock paper scissors.
No.
Okay, fine.
Go.
I'm a little disappointed with Arya's story at the moment.
Okay.
I was really happy with her revenge story that they were starting on, and now she's in the House of Black and White, and she's becoming a no-name, or she is a no-name girl now, and
Faceless one.
yeah, which I love Jagan Hagar, but I was hoping she was going to go away from that, like take some of the stuff she learned, and then continue on her quest.
She might.
Well, but she already tried to get away, and now she's.
But maybe
back.
now, once she has, because she's still kind of like just Arya with some cool face mask. You know what I mean? She wasn't really doing it. Maybe now that she's learned, she's trained, and she's better, she can tell him the fuck off. But I don't know.
I do want to know what that's leading up to, though.
Yeah, I do feel like.
But
How
I
is
think she
that
becomes
going
the
to
face.
benefit the upcoming war?
How's it going to benefit
Like-
the story at all?
Yeah.
To be honest, the Game of Thrones, people die all the time, so if she kills 4 people, who cares?
Right.
Like, 4 people are going to die next episode anyways.
And honestly, if she magically goes back over there and kills them, it's just gonna be like, I'm
and
not
like
gonna.
the people she kills, I'm sorry, I don't know if she's gonna be able to kill the mountain anymore. Zombie Mountain's pretty gnarly.
I don't think I'm a fan of the zombie mountain thing. It's he's now he's a member of the Knights Guard, and
You know the theory too, though.
he was never a member of the Knights Guard before, but now I don't know.
Well, I think I really think that Cersei wants him to be her bodyguard for the most part.
And I get that, but I'd rather him just be shirtless mountain that's a zombie. Like, I'd rather him be his old self as a zombie, where he's just like this. They could have just brought a new big person. It didn't have to be the mountain then. Because it's not like they show his face. It's not like,
But I think it's more the fact that, like, Cersei trusted him. And he failed.
He's her guard.
Yeah.
She doesn't trust the king's
But he
guard.
wasn't her guard beforehand, is what I'm saying.
No,
like she asked him to fight
for him.
Yeah, to fight for her to.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the relationship's more complicated in the books.
I guess.
To it, but like, I mean, when he fought in the very, very first season,
which was a different actor that played.
Yeah,
him.
I know. But
The actor's better though.
was he fighting for who? I can't remember now. It's been so long.
He's fighting for Tywin.
Okay, so I mean, so he's been a
he's
been a
a
bannerman.
bannerman. He's a bannerman
for
for Tywin.
Lannisters.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's his own. He's Sir Clegor or Sir
Gregor Clegane.
Clegane. Yeah. So he's like he's
But
a bannerman of the Lannisters.
He has more power being a
Yeah,
king's
he's
guard.
got more. He's got more
I
rights.
guess,
He can do things.
He can
Really? Okay.
get away.
Circumvent
Exactly.
the law. Circumvent.
Cersei vent.
Circumvent.
But no, so
Sounds good.
are we can we talk about are we just doing just
We can
three
talk about
episodes?
whatever
Whatever you want to talk
Okay,
about.
so
Because nothing's confirmed. I know where you're going now.
Oh, no, well, okay, we can hit on that real quick, too. Have you heard of the theory that they're going to lead up to the Mountain versus the Hound? The Hound's not really dead, right?
Well, I've known that, yeah.
2016.
I've thought that too, that the Hound's not dead.
That would be incredible if that happens.
I'm still, because I was fine with them not showing the Hound actually dying because he might not be dead.
Because they just talked about that in this episode, too. They brought up that name a couple times. They're like, why is he no longer in your
And
list?
I don't mean to completely off track, because I know you had a point to get back to, but I was fine with them not showing the Hound dying on screen because they might bring him back. I never understood not showing Stannis' death.
Fuck, yeah.
That blew my mind that they cut away from that.
Yeah, that was a little
in a show
weird.
that's so in your face with
Not
death.
anymore.
Yeah,
It has become like PG-13 Game of Thrones.
Well, it wouldn't go quite that far. They didn't just
I
show
would.
they just showed like a 10-year-old boy get hung.
Yeah.
That's not really PG-13. That's pretty brutal. But
Jurassic Park's PG-13, and they show people get mauled and shit like that. Violence doesn't get your rating up there.
Yeah.
Nudity and sex and saying fucking cunt gets your rating up.
They said fucking cunt.
Okay, but
You got some side boob. You got a little bit of side boob. I know.
But
That's all I
anyways,
wanted.
as I was
Yeah,
going
sorry.
before, OG Duck was so kind to interrupt me. Thanks. I did love the scene where they showed that fight going on. That was a beautiful fight scene, and I liked. But that's one of
casting for Ned was great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But that's one of my issues with this show. Anytime there is a good fighter, just you get maybe one fight of him.
Yeah.
Like him, we got one fight. He's dead. We're no longer going to see him. Ned, we got half a fight with.
God, I know.
Jaime Lannister, again, half a fight. Now he's got. I don't think we'll ever see him fight again in that quality that he could have like.
I don't think he was ever
Sir
that
Varys,
good to begin with, but
No, he's supposed to be like
they always
one of
portrayed
the
him as
best.
like one of
like
the
Ned
best.
said, he chose his part. He chose his enemies
but
wisely.
I think even Barristan said that he was one of the best.
Barristan saw me was.
and then again him.
Half a fight gets fucking
Literally, when he leaves the Kingsguard, he's told to.
Even
He's like,
Grey
I
Worm.
could slice. I could
Slice
cut
you
you
like-
5 down like you were
butter.
Yeah, and
Even Grey
we
Worm got
one
like
fight,
2 fights at that.
and like I just every time there's this legendary epic fighter, we get a fight from them.
Darian
if that.
Naharis gets some good fights. But
He does.
My
he does.
favorite character got a
Oberyn.
couple of fights.
Exactly, Oberon.
Well,
oh,
Come on, let's not mention his name. It's too soon.
get out of
He's
here!
my favorite character. He got one fight, but
You got a couple of good little like bar rooms,
Yeah.
like stabbing them and
Definitely.
showing his character.
on
But
a,
he had one.
on a scale of 1 to Oberyn Martell, how bad is your headache?
God, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh
I knew
my
it was
God.
coming too.
Oh, yeah.
But my current favorite alive character is Bronn. Bronn's had a couple good fights,
No, he has.
and he hasn't died yet. But
Yeah.
but I mean, they've been small, and they were like in season 1 and 2,
Yeah.
where whatever season he fought for Tyrion. And he had a couple fights, and he's still alive.
Bronn's got some.
I do like that it showed kind of like how Ned exaggerated about like, oh, I one-on-one that guy and I won fair and square and like
1v1 bro.
He didn't summon anybody.
Oh, let me
not
just
solo that fight.
get this Phantom's help. But I do like where this season's going.
No, I think it's great. I do feel like I don't understand where Brett Brand's story is going. I feel like that's going to be a big thing, but I don't quite get what it's going to be. I have a theory.
Yeah,
I have a pretty.
I think the theory is probably
The theory that Tyrion's also
Yeah.
a Targaryen, and that his mom died giving birth to him. Probably.
Yeah.
I
I think that's plausible. I don't think they necessarily are going
I
to go that
almost
way.
hope it's
But
not.
okay.
I don't mind the theory, but I almost feel like it does
everyone's
take away.
Targaryen. You know?
I almost
Yeah.
feel like it takes away from his character if he really is Targaryen.
Maybe. But
That-
if the
yeah,
only thing he can do is
Is there
control
any?
dragon, he's not really cool without.
Is there any like confirmation that you can't be a dragon rider if you're not Targaryen?
Yeah, there was
I mean,
plenty before the Targaryens controlled dragon. There was.
Okay.
Well, what's the?
because like
Oberyn talks about the female great warrior that used dragons to take over Dorne.
Okay.
I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what he was talking about.
If
a
not,
million
The-
comments.
know that he's
Nymeria. The what Arya names her the warrior
Wasn't
that
that a
Arya names her.
Targaryen though?
No, I don't think so. I thought she was a I thought she was.
she might have been a Martell.
I thought I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm not
So
perfect.
those characters-
Yeah, that's fine.
We're talking about hundreds of characters.
Yeah,
Some of them they mentioned
with very similar names too.
Yeah.
The Martells and the Marjorie and the from Highgarden. The
shit.
Shit. That's shit.
I know. I can't think of it though.
Yeah.
Just because you wanted me to think
Sir
of it.
Loris and Marjorie and yeah.
I do think that the theory that Bronn will be
But yeah, see, that's
that
what
he won't be a dragon rider, but he'll warg
Bran?
into one.
See, I
Or
think
Bran. Yeah, Bran.
my theory is I think everyone's fan favorite. Well, not people who are fan favorites are either John
Yep.
or Danny. For
Yeah.
the most part.
I love Danny. I love Danny when I started reading the
Which
book.
I'm
the
so
first
glad
book,
her story arc sucks right now because she sucks.
I'm not a big fan of her. She hasn't learned anything.
Well, okay, I
She
get
just goes,
that.
she literally just walks around and
Okay.
saying, hold on. She's like a MMO character.
Here's my
with
fucking
like,
30 titles.
Yeah, like, I'm going to put my really cool title that I got for hitting that raid, and I'm going to announce it to everybody when I walk into a room, and it's like, well, do something with
And
this
also,
thing.
I'm going to do the same thing that I previously did that backfired, but I'm going to do it again because I
Yeah, like, she's done
I
stupid
get
shit.
that, and I'm not saying you're wrong.
Well,
I'm saying
are.
that. Jesus fucking Christ! I'm saying that when you read a book and you have a favorite character, do they just stop being your favorite
Well,
character?
well,
Just
they do
because
something stupid. Yeah.
don't pick bad favorite characters.
Wow.
Problem solved.
Okay, what about people you don't like? I didn't like Jaime Lannister at all for the first 2 seasons. Now he's like
I
literally
still
my
don't
top.
like him, but
Well, he's like my top, like probably my top.
I
5.
love Jamie.
He was
I hate
awesome.
him for season
Oh,
1,
God.
but
And 2, he killed his cousin to get out of that.
I didn't mind him in season 2. I liked him.
As soon as he got,
I
his
did
hand
like
cut
when
off
he
and-
was. I did like him when he was prisoner. I thought he was. I thought
Yeah.
he
That's
said
where he should
some-
be. He's a prisoner. You
Yeah.
hated him. But if a bad character that you didn't like can become a favorite character, I feel like a favorite character can become a non-favorite character.
I can not like where they're going with their story arc.
Yeah,
but
I just don't feel like she's done much other than like
no, she hasn't, and
she got
that's
sold
annoying.
off to the Dothraki, then she did some cool stuff, and now she just kind of walks around,
No, she hasn't, and
and
that's annoying to me.
buys stuff and buys armies, and then frees the slaves, and
I get
keeps
that.
doing stupid. I don't know. I
But
just
when,
don't
you're
feel like
but when you're trying to find somebody to rule the Iron Throne,
Yeah.
which is what the whole show's supposedly
Yeah.
about, no character for me has been brought up that had such a good balanced combination of power,
yeah.
empathy. She doesn't have good like politicking skills.
terrible at
She's
it.
horrible.
But
at
now I feel
politicking.
like they write her on purpose that way
yeah.
to make her be like she's the one that's going to be the chosen one. I think they'll kill her.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that.
I think
I'm just saying. When I read the first book, because I read the first book before I started watching the series,
Yeah.
and then I watched the series
fair
and
enough.
overtook the books because books are fucking long and huge and slow to read because they're difficult to read because they're not. It's not just. It's not
No.
easy reading.
No, I hear you.
But I fell in love with her character. I love when she overtook her brother.
Yeah.
Just the story of a beaten down child who had nothing going for her. Her family got destroyed at her birth, and she was supposed to be killed, and her brother fucking tortures her, and then
Yeah,
she
brother is-
she
Yeah, he
she
is.
like when she whips him and tells him not to talk to her that way and stuff. I was like, I love this.
Yeah,
chick.
no, she
I
was
love
awesome.
her. And I agree though, she's
But-
done nothing.
But I
ever
feel like
since
most
she-
people either like her or John, for the most part.
Well, I love John too. Why can't
But I
love
feel
both?
like,
Why can't I love Marvel and DC?
but it's gonna be. But that's fine too. I think if they do the whole John is a Azor Ahai
Mm-hmm.
thing, we'll lose John as a character. He could still be the Dragon Rider and still be the Lord of Light and all or whatever. And
I don't think he is Azor Ahai. I think he's Jon Snow again.
Yeah, possibly.
I do love that he's not a member of the Night's Watch
Ed-
though,
Ed kept
because
saying-
now he can.
But Ed kept asking him, "Is that still you inside there?" He asked it like twice.
Yeah,
a
I
little
get
joke.
that.
I felt like that might have been a hint towards the possibility, or maybe it just been a hint towards us theory
I-
crafters that like,
I think the fact
That we were
that,
wrong.
yeah,
I think the
That's what I
fact that
think it was.
Melisandre asked
could be.
him what he saw and he didn't see anything. I think that's what
Yeah.
yeah,
says it's
possibility.
not a.
But then there's the theories too that Azor Ahai didn't let him see anything because he wasn't in the afterlife or whatever exists in that world because he wasn't ready to go. But I like to think, going back to if Tyrion's a Dragon Rider
Mhm.
and Jon ends up being a Dragon Rider and Daenerys is a Dragon Rider, I feel like Daenerys will die. And
Somebody has to die because otherwise Bran
Bran's
has
gonna have
no.
to- yeah.
His arc is completely useless.
Bran will war against Drogon. Is what I feel like.
Yeah, but I don't think they have to be like if he is Azor Ahai, he doesn't have to be a Dragon Rider.
Yeah,
then.
but maybe he won't. Maybe he won't be a Dragon Rider. Maybe Daenerys, Bran, and Tyrion will be. But I just feel like what else?
Somebody has to die.
There's no Tyrion. Well, yeah,
there's no way all 4 of them have plot armor that thick that they can't die.
Right.
And then and again, what's Arya's story bringing to the table?
And obviously, they're not going to kill Jon again. Like they brought him back for a reason. Like his story is definitely not over.
Definitely not. So, if Bran doesn't get a dragon to control, like, what's the point of his journey at this point? I mean, maybe we'll learn something awesome, but other than
he's got
can control all the White Walkers. He can just mind control them and walk them off a cliff or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at what point he keeps talking about like he's controlling beasts and being a little more strong with his warging abilities.
Right.
What else would there be that's awesome? I mean, unless there's like another creature out there that's not a dragon that's even like more amazing.
A worm from Middle Earth.
The Hobbit, just dig through the mountains and stuff. I mean, maybe.
Please no.
But it's interesting. I don't know where. It's no longer clear to me where the end game is. I thought the end game would be somebody eventually taking over the Lannisters, or technically the Baratheons.
Season 1, 2, and 3, I thought it was Daenerys for a long time.
Right.
But maybe it'll be Daenerys and.
But now we're getting to the point with White Walkers coming. You know, is the Iron Throne even
relevant?
Yeah, we don't see it now that Tommen's on.
Maybe it'll end with the Seven Kings again.
Yeah,
Tommen has to die.
Well, yeah, because that was to fulfill the prophecy. Yeah,
and then Cersei has to get killed by her brother.
Yes,
younger brother, and that's right. Cersei and Jaime are twins, aren't they? So it has to be.
Well, yeah, but first is worst.
One of the Tyrion, or not Tyrion, sorry, Jaime.
I was talking about it the other day. I thought maybe the prophecy would be that Jaime would kill her.
Yeah.
And she always misinterpreted
if she was born
Tyrion,
first. Yeah,
but I forgot there were twins, so it has to be Tyrion then.
Maybe, but Jaime came out first.
Yeah,
he's technically
first is worst.
He's the older, or she came out first, and then he'd be the older one.
Right. Yeah, and then she'd be younger, or he'd be younger. I mean,
I guess, and maybe that would be.
So I think overall we're. Like I said, it's not that I wasn't happy with the season. It's that I am annoyed that one of my favorite characters is.
I think this is shaping up to be one of the best seasons.
Yeah, I'm like.
So
yeah, I agree with that. But
so overall,
Sir Arthur Dayne
we're right. OG Duck is wrong.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
Team John.
Yeah.
I love Jon Snow.
I didn't hear him.
What did you say? He likes Daenerys only?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Cool. Team Tyrion.
And Dario. Dario's cool. We didn't talk about Dario enough.
Yeah.
That's alright. We got 3 more episodes.
Maybe we'll talk for what? 2 minutes?
He was in the scenes for next week's episode, so we'll have to Dario to talk about the next time we do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the next 3.
It's on track to be awesome.
So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like our video. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit.
And come hang out with us again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.